In the summer of 1587, a group of nearly 120 English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, on the coast of what is now North Carolina, carrying hopes of creating England's first permanent colony in the New World. The island was lush and green, surrounded by brackish waters, dense forests, and swamps. Teeming with wildlife, yet mysterious and untamed, a place of beauty that held hidden dangers unknown to Europeans. Governor John White led the expedition, a man of vision and pragmatism, determined to carve out a settlement for his country and for the ambitious English crown. Families, artisans, and soldiers disembarked with supplies, livestock and tools, eager to cultivate crops and build homes on this distant, promising shore. They named their settlement Roanoke, but beneath the optimism lay the first seeds of anxiety. Tense relations with local indigenous tribes, unfamiliar terrain, and the unknown rhythms of a foreign land. Shortly after their arrival, Governor White returned to England to secure more supplies, leaving the settlers behind under the watchful eyes of a few trusted men. Months passed, and a bloody war between England and Spain delayed White's return, leaving the colonists isolated, vulnerable, and exposed to the elements and the complexities of indigenous politics. When White finally returned in 1590, he found the colony deserted. Homes were abandoned, fences broken, and smoke from fires long extinguished lingered faintly in the air. No bodies were found, no signs of struggle, only the single cryptic clue carved into a post: the word Croatoan. White searched the island and surrounding areas, but the settlers were nowhere to be found. Was it a desperate flight, a massacre, or assimilation with local tribes? Historians still debate the fate of the colonists, as records of the period are scarce and conflicting, leaving only fragments of what must have been a terrifying and bewildering ordeal for those who survived. Theories abound. Some suggest the colonists were absorbed into nearby indigenous communities, adopting their ways to survive in a hostile environment. Others propose starvation or disease wiped them out, leaving no trace. Some believe that violent conflicts with tribes led to their disappearance, though no concrete evidence supports this. Artifacts later discovered in surrounding areas hint at European presence, yet none conclusively identify the lost settlers. For centuries, the mystery of Roanoke has haunted explorers, historians, and writers alike, a riddle that defies time and logic. Maps of the era are inconsistent, letters and accounts incomplete, and every clue leads to more questions than answers. The word Croatoan itself is enigmatic, a possible reference to a nearby island, or native tribe, or a coded message intended to communicate something to those who might return. Governor White's heart must have been heavy as he returned to England, unable to rescue or even confirm the fate of those left behind, leaving a profound sense of failure and uncertainty that no letter or report could mend. Over time, Roanoke became known as the Lost Colony, a cautionary tale of exploration, ambition, and the perilous unpredictability of the New World. It serves as a reminder that human courage often confronts environments, peoples, and forces far beyond understanding, and that even the best-laid plans may vanish without trace. Archaeologists continue to search the Outer Banks, uncovering pottery shards, tools, and hints of settlement. Yet the final chapter of the Roanoke colonist story remains unwritten. The mystery persists not only because of the lack of evidence, but because the imagination of humanity refuses to let it rest. Stories of the lost settlers have inspired books, legends, and theories, each attempting to fill in the blanks left by history, yet none offer absolute certainty. Some claim that during harsh winters, survivors may have migrated inland, integrating with tribes and quietly contributing to the fabric of native communities. Others speculate that a hurricane or other natural disaster could have destroyed the colony, sweeping settlers into oblivion before any rescue could arrive. The fate of children, women, and men, some born in England, some aboard ship, is lost to the annals of time, leaving only questions and haunting possibilities. Every discovery of 16th-century artifacts in the Outer Banks renews hope that answers may yet be found. Though the past remains stubbornly silent, the lost colony of Roanoke remains America's first enduring mystery. A story of ambition, isolation, and human resilience, confronting forces of nature, culture, and history that were incomprehensible to those who lived it. Its enigma has made it legendary, studied in classrooms, written about in novels, and memorialized as a cautionary tale of colonial endeavor. Even today, standing on the beaches of Roanoke Island, the wind carries whispers of lives once lived, struggles endured, and a settlement that vanished without a trace, leaving the world to wonder and imagine what truly happened to the first English colonists in the New World. The mystery of Roanoke is not merely about disappearance, but about the fragility of human life and the enduring question: what happens when courage and hope confront the unknown? Like and subscribe so you don't miss even more interesting historical facts.